What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on F125 for round number 14. We're back in Hungary. Of course, the little switch that F1 have done for Belgium and Hungary this year, don't really like it, but we gotta roll with it. If you didn't see last video, we came P12, 12 and 13 for the team. But
Right,
we've got
boss.
a
This is the time
seeking
to negotiate with some
sponsorship. Obviously, this
sponsors.
is our current
Obviously, revenue is
sponsorship.
key to our chances in
Obviously, just
F1, so
seeking
we need to cut as many big
prices for
ticket
next
deals as
season.
possible.
Of course, you
Now
can
is
have
the
a look
time to
at
make
the
it
other
happen.
three. You can have a look. Hopefully, there's a fourth option because I do. That's all right. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name. But obviously, if you look, sign bonus 8 million. Weekly stuff is the lowest. But if you keep season the goal, you're looking more money in terms of anything. I was looking for something else. But realistically, if you add it up, it's better to keep with current sponsorship. But I am thinking of X-Forming, maybe season 3. Maybe season 3. And I'm looking at like the car. To be fair, X-Forming's car looks very good. Very good counter offers. I mean, very low chance of getting one. Of course, this is R
Okay.
looking at R1. And our weekly, isn't it? Did I just click so? I didn't even realise. If I click something, I click something. But yeah, okay. Results, as you can see, 12 and 13 for the team. Close to points, but of course, it is what it is. Has got some blind performance last video. And also, I'm going to mention this now. I'm going to try and make the intros a little bit shorter. The one to Netherlands is going to be a little bit longer because obviously that is a whole summer break. So I'm going to make sure I get that one done. I should put that onto, yeah, weather. There we go. Please tell me I do the component. I've had this before in the past where I don't normally do the components, and I get people screaming at me saying you didn't do the components, and some of them are really slow, and of course some of them make you slow, and also some of you have mentioned we're very risking a DNF. Obviously, we want to make sure the parts last as much as we can. But I'm very excited for Netherlands to Italy and then Azerbaijan, as obviously them two things. I'm hoping we can finalise our drivers, driver lineup, which I don't know if I'm going to keep it like a little secret. I know Arav did that. To be fair, the content I do is really motivated and not copied, but
Great
like
news. The
I
development of a part
really
is
like his
complete
content
and
and
it's now
stuff that
ready for
he does.
fitting.
I'm like,
Be sure to
no,
visit the Assign
I'll grasp on
Upgrade
something
screen
like that.
when you have a moment.
Please tell me I did the component history. I think I did. Thing is, I need to slow down on the intros because I'm a little bit click on them at the moment. But I think I slowed down after the summer break. So yeah, Hungaroring. I don't mind the Hungaroring, but it hasn't been very good to us lately on F1 games. But yeah, we're gonna just go into it, and should be driving as Franco. No, Mark Webber. So yeah, and there you go. I did do it. I did do it. Um, yeah, it looks a lot better. Not a lot of red. But I'm getting used to the F1 game, getting used to all the stuff. Of course, we've got a slow speed. We haven't got a very good slow speed car. I think at the moment we're building it to be high speed. And I think towards the end of the season I'm going to focus more on aerodynamics and powertrain. But of course, realistically, I'm doing a little bit of everything. But as you follow it round, I think I showed a full lap on this one. Getting the braking zone, getting a little bit more curve than usual. This is the horrible bit. I hate this bit. This car does not like it. I mean, see how much you get the brake then. A P15 down to 6. A little bit off track limits. down to P16, 17, back up to P15 again. I mean, to be fair, at the moment, I think, or a little bit deep into the penultimate corner, puts us back in 17th again. I mean, this could be one of the worst qualifyings we've ever done. A little bit of ERS to the line, P17 over the line, and damn, that is horrible. Damn, that's horrible. Also want to recommend as well, as we're 5 minutes in, viewer retention might be actually quite high still.
Goodbye for now then,
Drop
but
me some
really
colour
we're just getting
combos you want to see
started.
for next
Make
year's
sure to
car.
join us
I
again
don't
for
care if they're
Lights Out tomorrow.
a full black car, I mean a full white car, a full grey car, a full red car. Drop me some colour combos and I'll have a look and see if we can get some done for next season. But P16, 17 out qualified our teammate. Let's go to the grid.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of Formula One action. Historically, a good race for first-time victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the very first time right here. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking's always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile track, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. So let's hope we're in for another one here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Antonelli, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Gasly, Piastri, Tsunoda and Esteban Ocon, Verstappen, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Doohan, Colapinto, Webber, Gabriel Bortoletto and Ollie Behrman, Hadjar, Hulkenberg, Stroll and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out.
Approaching the end of the formation lap now, of course, are out-qualified by our teammate, I think for the first time since we if we DNF'd in anything. But to be fair, some not bad cars behind us. It could be a stinking race, this one could be. This could be falling to the grid. Of course, as recording this race, an update came out for launch start, so of course you can probably tell, I mean, the latest one from speaking is AI racing, so you'll see that after Singapore, so Austin, or maybe Mexico, where it's a bit of a big difference. I do love doing loads of races at once and then spending a lot of time editing, because obviously I can put the performance in, and I can put even more performance in editing. It's how I worked on F124 during the latter part of it, and I kind of did a bit of F123, but it really got me burnt out. But moving back into the race, we're on the mediums. We jumped people on the soft, which is crazy, but Alex Albon on his soft compound. Mine's fired up, but his is even more fired up, as he is looking for moves, or we're looking for moves on Esteban Ocon. And we get past a hard compound tyre, which we should have done a lot more quicker, but we got the differential and front brake bias getting that all done. But as I said, Alex Albon fired up his tyres. Williams have probably got better tyre wear than us, of course, but I mean P12 is not bad. P12 is good, but there is a yellow flag in front. a big amount of cars crashed.
Okay, and that's a red
Or
flag.
it's going to be a red flag
Keep
straight
the
away.
delta
Thread the
positive,
needle.
and let's have you straight to the pit
And
lane, please.
to be fair, I can't tell who that was. Oscar Piastri got quickly. Who was it? Who was the culprit? It was Oscar. Oscar Piastri, lap number 4. A little bit of a spin and a little pile up, and when everybody wanted to go, Oscar was coming round. And to be fair, we threaded the needle. Threaded the needle.
Okay. Let's make the
But
best
for
of
the
this
second
restart. Let's
time
go.
in the Hungary, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. We're going to go hard compound to the end. And Alex Albon, Alex Albon, our arch enemy for this video.
Okay, clear.
Ollie Behrman looks like he's retired from the race, as I saw S1R14 did get away without anything. Yeah, Ollie Behrman out of this race, and we're up to P9. P9, it's going to be down the inside of Norris. We're going to have a little bit of contact with Antonelli. Nothing major. That's why I just slammed on the brakes and didn't really turn much.
ERS is
But
low.
with that, we
ERS is low. Consider changing
disrupted
mode on your
Lando,
MFD, or
and
lift a
he's
little
not
with
going to
gentle
really make
braking
any
into
gains.
corners to recharge it.
But we, to be fair, absolutely pushing on this first lap here at Hungary, keeping on the curbs. But of course, I'm not expecting to climb. The only way we can climb is if we get some miracle work going on. But lovely and clean through them corners. To be fair, hopefully 16 rounds. I'm not going to do another 24 races next season, so I think it will be 16. I'm just going to go with the smart option. Very close to that wall there. Apply the power of ERS.
Okay, the stewards have
Lando
now
Norris, of
enabled
course, I'm not going to
DRS.
try and
DRS
fight
is
him.
now online.
Could might be a double pass. Very weird. The car felt a little bit strange in this race, a lot stranger than normal. Don't know what it was. Absolutely have no clue what it was, but lap number 7, still holding off Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly, but I think not going to be for very long, as Lando Norris does get past us, but a little chuck it down the inside, and we make 8 pace work again, and we keep on fighting for another day. But lap number 8, Max Verstappen's going to get, I don't even know where Max Verstappen came from, unless he had to pit. But we're fighting with the 4-time world champion. So a little bit hesitant there, and you can see there 4 laps in, deep on the medium, the hard.
So
sorry.
gap to the car ahead.
Tyre wear's becoming an issue.
7 seconds.
Down the inside of Mclaren and Red Bull. Absolutely crazy. Just setting soft tyres just in case there is going to be a safety car, as you don't want to be worrying about many things. But yeah, you can see there a lot more traction, and we've made contact with Max Verstappen, the 4-time world champion of, I mean, that is a little bit embarrassing there, but because we're stationary for so long, we're going to have another safety car.
Watch your delta.
Chaotic,
make sure you keep it positive
weak,
as we catch the pack.
Poor qualifying. Max is in, we're in, we're going to go in for the softs, follow Max in for the softs.
We had an issue removing the front
with that front
wing.
wing
I know
damage,
it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind
had
us
to
and
take
get
it
back
slow. I
into
think
this
Max
race.
would have had a little bit less, and I think there was an issue there of 10 seconds. Not the best ideal thing that we've got, but safety car means that obviously we can catch up to the grid. I'm hoping to follow Max through just with that slipstream and added torque on the car. But we're going to go racing yet again, and we're going to be following Max through. First corner done.
Green
well,
flag.
final corner after the safety car, but first corner in terms of racing again. And Max is looking for a move on Isaac Hadjar. I'm going to follow him round. Max makes the move done. We're going to get that ERS done. Flat to the floor. Get Isaac Hadjar before the first corner. Franco Colapinto is going to get squeezed in a race. Two racy sandwiches. I wanted to say a Red Bull
Okay,
sandwich,
no
but we're not
issues
Red
with
Bull.
tyre wear for
A
now.
soft tyre
Keep taking
sandwich,
care
let's
of
say
it.
that. But we're following Max Verstappen through, and Lance Stroll's our next, let's say, victim. But we're going to go right to left, left to right. Same move we did on Franco Colapinto. Was going to look for a move round on the outside of Max Verstappen, but didn't come to it. But you can see tyre wear already
job.
on the
Nice
soft tyres,
overtake.
setting in horribly great. And lap number 17, I felt it. I don't know if I showed, but Lance Stroll got past me. Max Verstappen's already disappeared. But we
Wow, that was a
it's the
heck of an
worst
impact. Let me know you're
corner
okay.
we've ever done. We get on that little curb and you can't escape it. You can't escape that curb at all. So unfortunately, DNF from the Hungary. Um, yeah, not good points. But to be fair,
And as we've said
it is what
so
it
many
is.
times in the past, the checkered flag is out for our winner, Lewis Hamilton. Well, I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved watching that action today, and I'm sure these three have loved taking part. Here come our podium finishers. It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton with the trophy held high, celebrating a masterful victory.
Lewis Hamilton wins in Hungary. I mean, to be fair, he's keeping that record up. I mean, he's got, what is it, 9 poles
Well,
around
that was
Hungary?
certainly an exciting
But it's his
weekend of
former
Formula
teammate
One. Be
second.
sure to join us
Yuki
for
Tsunoda from
more
P9 to
exciting Formula
P3.
One
Fair play for
action
him. Oscar
very
Leclerc,
soon.
Norris, Anthony, Sainz, Gasly, Alonso, Albon, Verstappen, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Doohan, Stroll, Bortoleto, Lawson, Hadjar, and Franco last. I mean, Max Verstappen leading the way by 71 points, and the constructors very close to Alpine, so that's a win-win. But I'll see you guys for the summer break and for Netherlands. See you then, and goodbye.